And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the long ball beasts taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Stepping in, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
The pitch. Ground ball right side and foul ball. And the right-hander deals. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Takes it in for the out. All right, let's check out the imposing lineup for the long ball beasts. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
There's a strike.
It's never a fun experience for a pitcher going against Williams. He can swing it from both sides of the plate and make you look silly doing it. There's no easy way of attacking it.
Kwan hauls it in for the out. And there's two down.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Fastball for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We're midway in inning number one. No score. And we're back. And on the hill, Roy Halladay. What do we have on him?
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Here's Josh Naylor.
Leading up for the Guardians, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
The line in the pitch. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. That one felt good, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Bo Naylor at the plate now, and Cleveland on top 1-0. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that ball is gone. All muscle to center field. It's 2-0.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. The throw in. Safe at second. Just beat the tag.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So a man aboard. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Ramon Laureano. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Batting fifth.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Here's Brian Urquijo. Hard hit right side. On to first. And there are 2 outs.
Batting sixth. The second baseman, Andre.
Here's Andres Gimenez. Foul ball there. Runner at third, 2 away. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 4-0.
That shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. Line drive, and that ends the inning. Back here in Cleveland, and now the first baseman, Mark McGwire.
Number 25.
Boog, he consistently hits the ball hard. His exit velocity and barrel rate, here are the tops in the league.
Bieber in his 6th season, 28 years old, and he won a Gold Glove in 2022. First pitch misses.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive, fill up the strike zone, don't issue free passes.
Ground ball Naylor. He takes it on his own, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, David Ortiz.
And here is David Ortiz. To the right side, Jimenez tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 33, Larry.
2 outs, base is empty. Larry Walker now at the plate. This guy with big time power and an elite defender. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And there's a ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The Guardians leading by 4 here at the top of the second. Hit hard on the ground is short. Toss to Naylor, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And a pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
That one ripped left field. That's back. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So in now for Cleveland, Miles Straw. On the ground to the left. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's going to be Josh Naylor. He's already homered in this game. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A gigantic blast. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 6-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
New pitcher on here, Andy Pettitte.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. That one ripped. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Naylor into second, and he's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
One out, runner at second. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Doubled his first time up. This to third. Throws across the diamond, and Ramirez is set down.
The right fielder, number 10, Ramon
Laureano comes up to hit. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A massive home run. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 8-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 away with nobody on. Ryan Rocchio getting ready to hit. Ripped towards third. Throws to first in time. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And here's the veteran outfielder, Ryan Braun. The pitch. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And first offering is fouled off. Here's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Chase Utley in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Andres Gimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Gimenez.
Headed back to work. In the air, left field. Has this one sized up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1. And a ground ball to first. A flip to the pitcher covering. And they get the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Steven Kwan.
2 outs, base is empty. Steven Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Doubled in his first AB. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. On to inning number 4. The Guardians lead this one 8-0. On to the 4th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Right through there for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Bounce to the right side. Tosses to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, the center fielder, Bernie Williams.
And now the center fielder, Bernie Williams. And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ground ball, Naylor. And he handles it himself for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one gets down for a hit, and that extends the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mark McGwire.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark McGwire. And that's a little bit high, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Righty delivers. In the air, right side. Laureano trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. One hit, one left. And midway in the fourth, Guardians on top, 8-0. And we're back. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Miles Straw. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
The first baseman, number 22.
This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the play is because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
And that one hammered Williams. Going back. And that one is off the top of the wall. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Bo Naylor digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Right side, hard hit. That's out number 2.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2. Pulls that one foul. Naylor on third with 2 out. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. That was blasted to the moon, and they tack on to their lead. It's 10-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of his zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Tom Glavine.
Now,
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's Ramon Laureano. Out there to center. Moving back for this one. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
They typically put the best athletes up the middle, and this center fielder makes an excellent leaping catch to end the inning.
Back now at Progressive Field. And now David Ortiz.
David Ortiz.
Ortiz, 30 years old now, and he's a former home run derby champ. The wind of the pitch. This to center field. Kwan heads after it. Nabs it. One up, one down.
Now back, the right fielder, Larry Walker.
So up next, Larry Walker. He's 0 for 1. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
One out, base is empty. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Laureano going back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
The left fielder, number 8.
So digging in, Ryan Braun. His first at bat was a strikeout. Foul ball. Two outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back here in Cleveland, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's going to be Ryan Rocchio. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. A gigantic blast. And they tack one on the board. It's 11-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Andres Gimenez digs in for the Guardians. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Walker brings it in, and there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. Hammered, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
So up next, Stephen
The
Kwan.
left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Swing and a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runners on the corners with one gone. And step out towards right center field. That's a base hit as a run scores.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
So the Guardians lineup turns over, and now it's Josh Naylor. That one ripped right center field. And gone! And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 15-0.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now.
Pitching change here, Johan Santana.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
One out, base is empty. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to first. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 16-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. Ramon Laureano digs in for the Guardians. In the air, right field. Going back on this one. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Here in Cleveland,
Leading off
started the
with the
sixth,
D's.
John Shambi with
The
Chris
catcher,
Singleton. And
Joe
leading off, Joe Mauer. Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And a foul ball. And he deals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Now it's the second baseman, Chase Utley. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No ball,
It
two
really
strikes.
looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
And the 0-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two outs. Popped up. Rocchio should have this one. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Cleveland's out front 16-0. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Ryan Rocchio.
The shortstop, Ryan
The pitch.
Rocchio.
Into center and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now back.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Jimenez.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1 for count.
Santana, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Here comes the 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Next to hit, Will Brennan. Liner caught at second.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one is going to go. And they add on. It's 19-0.
nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran Mariano Rivera.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
So digging in, Miles Straw, 1 for 3. And a foul ball. Rivera, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
One down, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one opts against the fence. And that's a double.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, pretty much forget about it.
And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And he's gone yard again. His 4th home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 21-0.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Now, here is Bo Naylor. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his 2nd double of the game. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Now batting.
Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Another homer. His 3rd home run of the game. It's 23-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
New pitcher now, Billy Wagner.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Base is empty, 1 away. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Ramon Laureano. Laced down the line, could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for 2nd. The throw in, not in time. He's got a double.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that just makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Ryan Rocchio, the next to hit. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And it's off the wall. The relay, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Now batting, second baseman,
Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians. In the air, left side. Braun under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Will Brennan.
Next to hit, Will Brennan. Bounce to third. What a stop. Throws from the seat of his pants. And that's a nice play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Bernie Williams.
Bernie Williams.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Stays alive.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Naylor makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. The Guardians up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Popped up left side. Naylor in position. Makes the grab. And that'll do it. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. The Guardians lead this one 23-0. Bottom of the 7th, stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And a pitch. That smash towards center. Williams makes the play, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Miles.
So in now for Cleveland, Miles Straw. right side. Walker snags it for the second out.
The first baseman, number 22.
And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor, trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. He'll touch them all. His 5th home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 24-0.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O for me right now.
And now, Bo Naylor. Grounder off the pitcher. And they get the out after the ricochet. That's the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We look ahead to inning number 8. Back after this on the show. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the DH, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz.
The right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Kwan settles underneath it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 33, Larry.
Now it's the right fielder, Larry Walker. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. The Beasts with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
And a 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Braun in the box again. Takes the strike. Next offering is fouled back. Hits for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. He caught it behind his back. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there, and it stopped. That was pretty cool.
Back now at Progressive Field. Here's the 3rd baseman, Jose Ramirez.
The 3rd baseman, Jose Ramirez.
The pitch. That one fouled off.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 4th home run of the game. It's 25-0.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game is just so rare. They're so special. They're just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the
now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen. Rob Nen. And now the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Nen, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. 1 run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive, caught.
quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There can be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brian Rocchio. And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Man at first, Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A massive home run. Second home run of the inning for them. And they boost their lead. It's 27-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now Will Brennan. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Ripped on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. Not in time. It's a double.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
1 down. Now, Stephen Kwan. Swung on, belted. Braun raging back towards the wall. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
Well done, drives in the run. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap.
Brian Wilson into the game. Miles Straw now at the plate. On the ground to third, might be 2. Beltre tossed to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. Back here in Cleveland, and now the catcher comes up to him, Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer.
And the right-hander back to work. Foul ball there. That one out to right. Laureano settles under it. And it's caught for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The second baseman.
He's 2 outs away. Chase Utley will hit next. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And it's fouled away. Right through there for a strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
And that just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
The Guardians up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Smoked on the ground a second. Jimenez throw to first. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek.
So they're down to their
Jeter.
final out. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The Beasts down to their final strike. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that'll do it. The Guardians take this one in a blowout.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant. If he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
The ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.